One kind of vulnerability was the apartments, but this is where you're hoping that a crunch into top mid can find you a way back in. Fur with a double, and now having a hold on all along. Elise tries to fight him, but Fur's in with a third. Still, you can't put a stop to this guy. Bolts is now wrapping the library as well. Hasn't had a chance to play into the round yet, but his time is coming. Fur up through the short side, smoke in his hands as well. That's big. That can lock Shox off, right? There's this little crossfire being held right now. Might never even come into fruition as they get the spot. Smoke goes in, and luckily enough, both Shox and Nitro get a kill.
Fallen. All right, straight in the back of the net.
Yes, baby. That's bad Fallen right there.
Grr. Flash peek, and Fur with a FAMAS will take down Shox. So already those two guns have been thrown into opening fights and come out top trumps.
So what I say, man, Fur's given a lot of freedom, they're giving a lot of respect to pop off on this map, right? He's got the FAMAS in this round, and he was the guy kind of swinging and fighting for this early banana control. Now he doesn't back up, he doesn't leave it entirely. Instead, he's boosted right now up on top of the half wall of Bolts. He's trying to reel them in. Flash over, Bolts is good for one, and Fur doesn't risk overextending. He knows that just by playing the numbers game here, Imperial are right where they want to be. He's going to fall back into the B site, offer up a bit of resistance on this push. He got 3 in the pistol. He's able to do that again. Finds Imperial around. Tucked in, the molly hasn't burnt him out entirely, and so now he drops the bomb on the cross. Nafly is dead as he's run down by Vinny, and so the response is immediate out of him here, right? Fallen's already back over, even though he's been smoked off at library, able to get the info, still takes one to the dome, doesn't he? Shox out through the apartments, good for a kill. Vinny down in the pit, can't get anything done, and he will get overwhelmed, so that's the round right there. 3 kills come in very, very quickly. And Imperial kind of blindsided by the pace, by the precedent that's just been set in that first rifle round. They will have to save on Fur and Bolts. And I mean, that's one way to deal with these 2 stalwart B defenders. Just avoid them.
Yeah, only works so much, though. Like you said, Fallen was even in position at the right time, but Liquid, very nice space taken through that mid-smoke. Part of that comes off of the jump spot in alt mid. They go on the fence to go balcony, and they jump over the mid-smoke, and they see that no one's actually holding it. So Liquid just don't respect it and go right through, somewhat based off of the read that it would be a triple B, I imagine. And that's only confirmed by a utility down banana in the early round.
That comes out over towards the A site. There might be a long smoke, there might be mollies on shore, but they've not moved a muscle. They're still triple set inside of B. Fallen catches the first man crossing. The alarm bells are already going off. Why is Fallen here, Liquid is saying, and they were never ready for Fur, who's boosted up and over.
No.
They've seen Bolts, and he can't find the timing. It does start to get a little bit weird now. Nafly plugging in those numbers. Fur tries to deny it. It's good damage on the spam that he is able to convert, and now Shox 1v3, 2 through CT, 1 man up banana. They need to find him.
Oh my god.
They need to locate this last man. Wrapping behind. Shox, it's a lot of damage, but not the kill. Half the time ticked off this bomb already. Imperial now running into the site, and they will deal with Shox. It's another brilliant round out of Fur. 11-1 and a bait and switch. The third man just playing up on top of the box, up on top of Cold. It's going to be a rough time here for Liquid to break this one apart, surely. They're going to struggle to find a way in. Bolts over here at long. 1 could be enough, right? He's already kind of done his job. OC's got the bomb, and if that gets dropped here, it's a done deal. There's 15 seconds, and he started to scout out Arch. He needs to go. He needs to make some space in towards this site. And with the bomb now loose, there's no winning this round for Liquid. No matter how many kills they get, they cannot win it. And they were never ready for Fur, who once again is set up to try
to stop him. Ooh, they're running up close. Fallen goes into Boiler instead, looking for Naf, who's coming in from the Apps boost. He's going to walk right in, freebie kill. There's even anti-flash players. Triple porch setup. See ya, says Vinny. FNX hits a headshot, blinded and falling off the top. Somehow puts up 3 in an instant for Imperial, leaving Shox and Nitro in what should be an undoable duel. Backup banana for Shox. No bomb. No plans to win this round, but if they can get it, all the more credit.
Shox is cleaned up, and I mean, Nitro's just playing for damage at this point, right? Out with a swing, has dealt with Vinny, was ready for a re-peek out of the pit. However, And the longer he takes here, the more banana control's getting taken away, the more room is being stripped away from him, and quite soon he's left with this little sliver over in top middle to try and do damage. Both players down bottom. Banana just holding this angle. Nitro's dead as he walks the cross back. And Fur, still one death to his name at 14-1. He's having a field day right now.
Util runs out in middle, they just give it up. They go back into another safe setup. They force Liquid to either go into this unstoppable B force or explode into the A stack. Fallen will fall to OC. He wins his AWP battle, and they almost committed into Bolt, but he hears the rotate out, and he can flank this A commit.
Yeah, he now knows, right? These A guys are going to be nice. They're going to be ready. They're going to be switched on. They know the play's coming in, and he's taking a safe rotation. This means these guys in A have got to hold the line. Vinny having a very quiet game right now. Him and FNX need to hold on, need to buy time for Bolts to move in, and they will get a kill apiece. The bomb now moving in through the apartments. Oh, OC up on the short side as well. He's flashed off the angle with Naf dead. This AWP has got a combat AWP, and it's a nice shot for the first. But he's down. They try to bypass the library AWP. However, Fur's already here. Only one kill. Nitro's going to tap him out. So Bolts, you're the guy now responsible for B, and you've got to do it alone. Takes this long-range fight and lines up a double. That's the bomb cut loose. Bolts has already done enough. Anything else is just icing on the cake at this point, with the bomb out in an island, out on CT alone. You'd like to think that Bolts has pretty much safeguarded this round. The insurance policy here might have gotten dinked on that swing, but he's just wasting time. He's not overextending. They've had to take a hell of a lot of time off the clock to go and deal with him. And now the rest of Imperial can just play around this bomb. If they can stay alive for 20 seconds and not allow this bomb to get retrieved, they win the round.
How do you get back in here? Fallen double scoped on close. They peek him over the top of the pool. Shox gets 2. Nat follows up, and with 11 health remaining, they will as well here. 4 in position. Fallen missed shot, looked dead on. Dead to Nitro instead. It's Fur committed to the long side, low on ammo. He still finds a second headshot. The reload is where he goes down. Still a 3-on-2. Liquid double back to get that bomb, but they can take either side. It's going to be weak. It's going to be one man, and they'd rather fight Vinny 5 and 7, having a slower one today. He's at least crept into the pit just in time, and he seems to think things are coming down. That motor smoke should confirm it. He doesn't want to bite the bullet too soon. Now for the double nade. It's a bit of a fake out. Molly as well. Vinny can't get comfortable. They jump him, they trade it, and OC with a second shot has enough time to clean the site and plant for his teammate.
Yeah, Bolts is super late to this one, right? Always paranoid that Liquid could have changed their mind, could have come back his way. So now he's left late lurking up through middle. Now on the upside, a lot of his B rotations have been safe, right? Have been through CT, have been through library. And so right now, Liquid have their attention divided. They've got good positions to try trade this though. Bolts, as he swings out, hasn't checked the graveyard, has gotten himself deep, but his success kind of sails him down the river, right? He never knew about Shox in grave.
Or maybe. Just maybe, but Naf holds on. Despite his intuitions telling him to mash that W key, he will sit back at logs while Nitro baits and jumps. And even if Imperial want to clear this, doing so with just 1 P250 should be a more. Now swinging wide though, and even though he drops the bomb, this is getting a bit awkward. That Dink is misleading. 4 damage, the nade will slow Nitro down. He needs to run away. They are trying to gun him down with this MP9, retrieved and picked up by Vinny, who will get that kill. Elige with no smoke, it's an open shooting.
Them holding the site together, so suddenly the whole round comes down to OC and Nafly both stopping this top mid play, because if they die, that's the round. There's no coming back for it. Nafly mollied out, burning alive now. Shox wrapping through B is cut down as well. And at this point, Imperial, they just need to do the formality, need to dot their I's, cross the T's. It's up into the B site where one man resides. Nitro here, tucked in, 20 seconds, going to try and win it to time.
Can clear it now. He's given it up. 15 seconds fallen trades. That had to happen. That was the bomb and potentially the round with his teammates a little further away. FNX was hunting for Naf on that A site, and while he may have caged him in to CT spawn, there were worlds where that round could go very, very wrong. Not this one though. It's going to be 9-9. And Naf should be good to save as no one's hunting this final kill. Fallen will move to CT though. However, not the most common angle to check. Imperial going right into this orb.
Oh, that swing, the timing on it, so close to just nullifying the AWP. Shox pixel angle, and he might have taken one to the dome, but he still wins that out. Options are starting to feel like they're running dry for Imperial in this round, right? You still got bolts lurking B, but he eventually has to make that awkward decision, like, do I just taper off and play with the team? And that will come now. So Banana's now been given up, your hands are tied, you're forced into this A play, and you need results. Start to move in. Smoke to try and get FNX out of the apartments, try and have him carry a bit of impact here. Elige with a crossfire between Graveyard inside of the site. Up they go, FNX first man down. Shox, wonderful round out of him, and OC Zorp will complete it. But now that it's been delivered, they've just got to follow through, lining up all this util over towards A. Smoke goes over to cut off Arch and the long side. You're going to feel very restricted here if you're OC, but he will just get back into the safety of long. In with another peek, can't quite connect. Moto smokes in, and he's found through it. Shox is going to do it all alone, dropping the bomb, dropping the right man can do it, but the bomb gets past. A 2v2, Vinny with the plant, and Imperial are not out of this one yet.
Oh, almost a smoke spam for Elige. He's down low. He's got to go right through it as well. It started to fade. Vinny in the open hits the headshot, and Naf in a 1v2. He has been the guy we can rely on, but this is going to be quick target picking, and he can't find a head. FNX from the pit with 3, and the entire way. I mean, look at them out-rotating themselves in that round. If they walk B, they are dead. Out they go. 2 pistols gone. Naf trades. It was all part of the setup. They wanted Naf to trade, but 2 for 1 is great for Imperial off of numbers alone. And now only one of these guns left in the right bomb site. Shox, he has to be involved this time. I'd love to see him anchor pit or just stay in the bomb site, because last time it was the extremities that let him down. He's re-aggroing, so is Naf. He lines up a kill on the long side, but he can't escape. Fur even picks Shox, who tried to get aggressive on short, and it's Elige alone who they will avoid.
They just leave. Yeah, they just go. They're like, fine, man, you can have it with the Deagle. You can try to win this, but we're not going to play into your hands. Now, he knows they're taking this long rotation, so he's going to try and beat them to it up through Banana, but his smoke is already down. And really, I think FNX have just sealed the deal on this round by dropping that smoke. If Elige tries to wait for it, he won't have time. There's no winning. So he's going to have to go through, and going through while it's being held, he will manage to slip the net initially. That spam was up the aim of the game, and now Elige is caught by Fallen, who fast wraps CT to deal with him, and Imperial, where they don't give you a lot to go off of early on. Now they show their hand, and Fur wins an opening fight with FNX there to help him. It's a wonderful double opener. Elige is trying to plug the hole, but he gets riddled full of them. Fur takes his head off, and Nafly and Nitro, they're left saving. There's no playing into this one. It is decided on those 3 kills in an instant, and with that, Imperial are up onto 15, just 1 away from leveling out, course correcting, and going 1-1.
Yeah, we saw that same kind of call from Liquid near the end of their T side, where they just suddenly amped up the pace. They ran through the mid smoke, and they wrapped long on a really quick arch play and triple entry and won the round. Imperial do that, but they one up it, Harry. They don't even flash. They just walk out of balcony. Liquid were not expecting such disrespect. They have been pinched out of this round, and they may save nothing. Naf trying his best to keep this gun, but they've gone through the Molotov. And
maybe you've underestimated them, Liquid. Maybe you thought that you had this one in the bag, and Imperial, they've shown them up here. Tag onto Shox, he's going to get spammed out by Fur, and FNX follows up. These 2 again are just running amok in the apartments. It belongs to FNX and Fur. They're on the contract. They've signed the lease. Get out of it, Liquid. It's not yours anymore.
Whose house? Gowler's house. Liquid just got to hold on. Clinging to this map with 3 kills away. Imperial run them down. The tags will do nothing. Naf finishes Fur. FNX and Fallen still tagged up, but he is all that stands. Good grenade through the smoke. Maybe he'll have to go with a flash over the top. Imperial have already evacuated and evaporated back to that B bomb site. This should be it. Naf doesn't even have a kit. The second that bomb is down, well, the gate is closed. And Fallen up against his former team might be putting them through and going 0-2.
Yeah, Nafly, he's on quite the timer here. Odds so stacked against him, and Imperial, they get the info, they've got the spot, and now they don't need to fight anymore. The pressure's not on them, it's on Liquid, it's on Nafly. He's looking for solutions, but all he's seeing are more problems as he probes deeper in. It's damage to bolts, but at this point you need kills, and quite simply, there just isn't time. Imperial gonna lock this one in.